again, in the interest of having slightly bigger cards than our vehicle opponents and other aggro decks, with Gisela, and we got Pia and Kiran Nalaar. We've also got Sram's Expertise, Gideon ally of Zendikar, Archangel Avacyn, the flagship, and even a big Chandra sitting there on the top end, along with these 24 lands, including all the man lands we can get in there, and a pair of hubs. So let's get rolling. And see if we can get a game. I'm on at a weird hour. If you're watching this later, that doesn't matter, of course, but mid-afternoon, I don't know what I'll find here. Early afternoon, actually. Latest release. I'm just reading some updates from MTGBot. Doesn't look like anything I can use. Song requests. That doesn't work for me. Then my Connect Cam just decided to take a breather. And maybe it's gonna come back. Let's find out. In the meantime, we're launching right into a game. This hand's great. We've got the colors. We've got most of a curve. Why wouldn't we keep that? It's just great. Alright. Hopefully we can scry into a cheap vehicle. If not, Toolcraft will be bringing the 1-1 beats. Not exactly what he was designed to do. So, opponent says Mountain Go. Who are we up against today? We get a rank 7. That's 6 ranks higher than normal. And Project 6 is the name on it. So, let's see what we can scry our way to. Land. Well, I do need some land. I guess the mountain is what I need. The spires, I don't know that I need that. Is it greedy to bottom the spires? Because on one hand I want to walk right into a Skysovereign, but spires doesn't do that either. I'm just going to keep the mountain and bottom the spires. Thanks for the kind welcome back in chat, Salmon of Knowledge. I appreciate that. It's good to be back. Trying to get my groove back, hence the title of the stream, how Covert got his groove back. Gotta remember how to do this stuff. My opponent is playing a Runes of Orden Reef on turn 2 and no 2-drop. That's not good for someone about to get punched in the face by the dwarf army. To get him. Hopefully we draw a 3-drop to make this expertise look brilliant. And yep, Bounce in the comments. Yes, I survived Thailand. I went, I saw, I came back alive. So, yeah, spent the last 2 weeks in Thailand, and now it explains the hiatus from my Twitch channel, but now I'm back and getting to do what I really love, which is making these videos, doing some Twitch streaming. So we'll save Srams as we can't really cascade it right now, so we'll play Pia. More well wishes, glad to see you back in action. I'm glad to be back. And I guess we'll send in the 3-2. If he wants to double block, we'll take out his engineer. Happy to trade my 1-drop for at least a little more than half of his 3-drop. That works for me. It makes Sky Council better when it comes out. He's gonna have to have like a Release the Gremlins or something in that vein, because most decks don't have something quite up their sleeve to deal with this guy. Well, what do we want to do? On one hand, I don't want to give up my crewing powers. On the other hand, I do want this thing dead. I do want it dead. What is the way? So, attack with all. He blocks trades that, and presumably we can say eats this. On the other hand, if we drop this pre-combat, we can eat this. All he has is this. And maybe he picks something off next turn. But do we care? Probably not. I really do want to kill that Weaver, though. Weaver can't stand up to the ship. Let's just take the nice and easy approach. But this should just put him in a world of hurt. Yeah. So many things to talk about. Where to start? That's the funny part, is starting, right? I'm not even sure. I don't know what to talk about right now. I'm struggling with that, so I'm just going to talk about the game, because that's always what's easiest, is when I have a game, is to talk about my game. But if anybody's got a topic they want me to drop, let me know. Alright, he's going to pick at my stuff. Not surprising there. I could crew in response, but I don't see the point. Nothing to block right now. And it just puts my Sky Council in danger of sorcery speed removal. Well, he's wiping the field. Good for him. Good for him. I could have crewed there and prevented 1 damage, but whatever. Little rusty. Not gonna lie. Can't lie, really. Incapable. Alright, let's punch him in the face. Send a boat to do a creature's job. And we'll see if he has even more removal spells. So, he's running red colorless. He could still have spatial contortions and more burn spells, but he did throw a Firecraft at the other Pia, Kiran Nalaar. That's a good sign for us. He can't have... If he had more cheap, like, shock type effects, he'd have used that instead of Firecraft. Alright, Engineer. Seems to like high toughness and little flyers. You can buff it with the runes, sure. You want to attack me too? Won't bother me very much, I promise you that. I promise you that. Yep, you got it. Let's go like this. Take out the flyer. Should have left the Weaver back to block if he actually wanted to live another turn, but at this point I don't think it matters. I think the writing was on the wall when Flagship came down on curve. There are decks that just, you know, they can't handle it. And that's one of the great things about the Skysovereign herself. Dun, 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 dun. Are we still going? Looks like we're still going. Had a brief moment where it looked like it was frozen on my end. Looks like we're still going, though. Maybe I missed some chats or something, since it did look that way. But if I missed something, feel free to just yell at me twice. No problems. So I've been home for a little over 24 hours. My sleeping schedule is horrible. I went to sleep around midnight last night, woke up at 3 a.m., couldn't go back to sleep. So I've been awake since then, catching up on work. So if I sound a little delirious today, it's probably just the weird sleep setup. Thailand and where I am in the U.S. is exactly 12 hours apart, so it's exact opposite schedules. And I have never taken a 23-hour flight. It's never happened to me before, so I am all kinds of, like, I've never been jet lagged like this in my life. The most I ever did before, I think, was like 6 or 7 hours. Yeah, Berlin to Chicago was the longest before. That had absolutely nothing on the flights I took. I flew to Cathar from Chicago, and then from Doma, Cathar, I flew to Bangkok, and from there I flew to Chiang Mai. In case anybody's curious. Yep. Doma, Cathar. You gotta look that one up. It's a very small Middle Eastern country. Very small. Just right there, hanging out at the end of the Arabian Peninsula. All I had to do was get into the airport and get out again, so I don't have a lot to report from that place. But yeah, it's funny. It's one of those old jokes where if you go in the backyard and you can dig a hole to China, I think I literally could have dug a hole to Chiang Mai, Thailand, given infinite time and stamina. I'm pretty sure it's like directly straight down, directly through the world for me. Well, drawing the curve. Pretty much exactly what this deck wants to do. No removal spells. We'll see if that becomes a problem, as our opponent so far has done nothing but put a fork in the road. We'll also get the flavor fail of Pia Nalaar hanging out with her younger self and soon-to-be-dead husband. If you guys follow the flavor or the text, then you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, I don't know how to explain it quickly. Moonwall Mysteries, so take turn 3 off for an enchantment with no creatures on the battlefield. I will make you suffer much pain for this. Now the question is, how ham do I go? As I may get languished. I think I just... do I respect the sweeper here? I mean, he played Ovenwald Mysteries, and nothing else. What's the clock like if I don't? I could double pump, and that's 8. So if I deal 8, then next turn, I can't kill. I don't have lethal. Whereas if I put one of these out and deal 6, then that's 11, and then 10, and then 1 pump is lethal. So I can play like a Harness Lightning, remove a blocker, 1 pump with Pia Nalaar, and I win. So I guess that's what I'm gonna go for. Just gonna go ham. Because if it's not a sweeper, I think I can win the game. Of course, it could be a fog. We all know how that works. This is Xbox. When you're deciding, you know, if you want to commit more to the board or not in the face of a potential sweeper, you do have to think about what that does to the clock and what your follow-up looks like and what kind of a clock that is. Hopefully we make the right decision. Does it really matter playing against like a 70 card 2 rank? Maybe not. But it's good habits. Just trying to have some... I'm trying to maintain just a couple good habits while I continue my seal clubbing ways, because God knows I've lost a lot of my good habits in this process. God knows. Alright, there we go. So can I find a way to deal 4? 1, 2, 3 is not 4. Boo. But Avacyn can just be held up and have that indestructible power just waiting. Piece of cake. Easy capeasy. Alright. Bam. Let's see what you got. It'll have to be better than a murderous compulsion this time. One more land. We could have got him to 1, but I like just holding up Avacyn better. Even if he swept the board, we could follow it up with an Avacyn and have lethal. Not another black, so no languish in the future. Or Yehenny's expertises. It's a stoic builder. For value. Yep, that's a combo with Fork in the Road, ladies and gentlemen. And with Evolving Wilds. It's a very loose definition of a combo. This gives us a way to have lethal. I'm going to just throw it down. Gives us a way to have lethal even if he has the fog by flipping Avacyn. Well, now we can just sack our Thopters, so that's fine too. And, yep, ta-da! Didn't even get to Sram's expertise for value. And we had something to cascade with. Could have harnessed the lightning on that lumberjack over there. Let's see who wants some now. Want some? Come get some. Let's see, things I had to catch up on after returning from Thailand. I had to catch up on the Royal Rumble, which any wrestling fans out there, I hope you enjoyed your Royal Rumble. It certainly had its twists and turns and ups and downs. I had a very... I'm happy overall. I had a good time. And, yeah, I think WWE is doing okay right now. It's not the most exciting WrestleMania road that we're on right now, but it's certainly not the worst. We've been on much worse. I know last year all I wanted was for anything to change with the main event, which it didn't. This year I'm not quite sure what the main event's going to be, and that's a lot better than knowing it's going to be like Roman Reigns. What else we got? Yay, more kind of curb stomping. Too much white mana. We may not get to play Pia Kiran on time. Can I do better than this? Should I be trying to do better than this on the draw? This is a sketchy hand. Let's see if we can do better. Okay. I mean, this isn't magic. This isn't, you know, the greatest, but we do have 3 vehicles and 1 creature, but we'll definitely get some mileage out of it. Okay. That's fine. That makes the mana a little better. We're going to want more creatures. That's going to be our #1 goal off Motorist here. Our opponent's going for it. Who we got? We got a Hanweir Militia Captain, a 2/2 that does things if you have 4 creatures. And Blasted Demoniac. Our opponent is a rank 8, which is now 7 ranks higher than normal. It's good. It's good. It's upward. We're on an upward track. Things are looking okay. Goblin Warpaint. Well, there's something you don't see every day. Makes his creature a 4/4 hasty attacker. +2/+2 and haste from Goblin Warpaint. It's a little bigger than anything I have to bring to the party right now. So, let's see. At this point, we're losing the race. But the Caravan will fix that if the Motorist gets to stick around. We also have next turn Expertise into Caravan, which gives it a crew. That's really good. So I think we can take this turn and crack him with the Copter. Let's scry. Let's see how the top of the deck is looking. I would love to find Unlicensed Disintegration. Thank you. Do I need the black mana? I'm going to have the Caravan and I have a hub, so I do not need that land. Alright. That's how you do it, by the way. You tell the scry creature exactly what you want, and the scry creature delivers. That's just pro magic. That's the way it's meant to be done. Oh, look what I drew! Now we can either do this in the Caravan like I talked about, or we can just do Srams into Unlicensed next turn. Yeah. We'll get that down and around. We may want to discard this Plains, depending what we draw next off the Copter. Here comes Topin. Hi, Topin. What you up to? I'm going to take a little more beat down from the war paint. A little more war paint beat down. But don't worry, we have a plan. Whoo, doggy. Alright, this is going to get exciting. I guess I want to crack him with Copter for 4. That makes sense. We'll get one more look. I mean, how much better could this turn get? But we'll loot anyway to find out. I don't even know. Like, whatever we're drawing is almost certainly getting discarded. Oh, the hits just keep on coming. But I'm sticking with my guns. I think Gisela is the weakest here, although this is all pretty awesome. Alright, land for turn. Let's get Cascade going here. And you take 3. Extra kick in the face. 9 to 12. Grasp of the Hieromancer. Yeah, okay. Bring that on. I guess I can chump block here. Makes sense. It's not like the 1/1s are going to get through on the ground anytime soon. That's fine. I will get my chumpy chumps on here. Might as well also keep this a 3/3 so Sovereign can pick it off. Okay. Cool. Choices. So I could Sram's Caravan, and then next turn use the Caravan to cast Skyship. And I can loot away this land with my Copter and get a live spell. That might be better, but let's just... Or we can just drop this, hit him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, put him at 2. Yeah, I think that's just great. Hard to go wrong. Hard to go wrong when you're dropping boats. And let's see what we get to loot away this time. Crying out loud. I'm gonna keep Pia here because of the burn option in case he somehow messes up my board. What a draw. Oh, when you're just slamming like really good quality 4-drops at people with this deck when they're already on the back foot, it feels so beautiful. Yeah, Destiny. Love it. I'm sure he was thinking if I could have only got that down on my Topin. Would have made things more interesting, but it wouldn't change the outcome, I don't think. Alright, that's a quick, at least 3 games. Maybe we even got 4 in on this stream, but that was 23 minutes. Pretty sure we got 3 opponents. Let's try to get one more. I think that's okay. You guys are in for one more, right? A little bit more vehicular noob slaughter. I'm curious what you guys out there think. Feel free to let me know in chat or in YouTube comments, wherever you watch it. Like, is vehicles the best? Is some variant of Mardu or red-white vehicles the best thing that there is in duels? The tournaments will try to answer this question, but every tournament is mostly about the meta game that you end up in the tournament, and that's a subsection of duels itself. Is there something stronger, more amazing, more incredible that you can build for just pubbing on duels? For just going around and beating up randoms? I'm not sure. I'm not sure that you can do better than this. The vehicle variants, they're all pretty strong. They're only, I've got like 3 or 4 variants on it that are just a few cards different. And each of those cards are really great cards. They kind of slant a few matchups one way or another. But it's the same shell. It's the same craziness. I mean, like, what how can, like, let's see, what have you got, opponent? What are you going to do about this? Scrapheap. We're probably going Scrapheap, Harvester, Sram's Depala. I mean, that's a sweeper or bust, basically. Let's see what our opponent's got. They're starting on black mana. That usually implies some kind of sweeper. Now we have, if we want, we have like Caravan expertise, or expertise into Harvester or Depala. It's just dropping Boros bombs. Alright, our opponent's got this thing. It's 2 mana, 2/2, 4 mana, exile this human. If it were a zombie, this would actually be a cool card, but instead it's 4 mana, exile this human, and get a 2/2 zombie. I mean, I guess it's a dude who turns into a zombie, so it's flavorful. I just wish it actually were a zombie, then somebody might actually play it. So, this is one of those interesting choices where I sort of want to play Scrounger because I'm not sure what I want with Motorist, and I don't want to trade my Motorist for something like this. I'd rather trade a Scrounger for that. So we're going to lead on Scrounger, and maybe when I play this Motorist later, I'll have a better idea of what I want to draw. Like right now, I'm missing a removal spell, I'm missing lands 4 and 5 potentially, and maybe I can figure out later what's more important, help me make informed scrying decisions. Okay, opponent misses land drop, passes turn. That's pretty bad for them. So what's this turn? I think I like Caravan here. That means the turn after, if we draw land, we can expertise and Depala and attack with Caravan. And if we don't draw the land, we can Motorist attack with Caravan, or Srams anyway. Lots of options. First, let's send in the 3/2. See if we can talk our opponent into a little trade here. He has to make that decision without knowing if we have black mana to get the Scrounger back someday. And he says no to the trade. Decline. Alrighty. Get out there, Caravan. My kingdom for an always watching, so I could attack with this thing and tap it for mana post-combat. Now that's a combo. Gemini gives me a yup. I guess that means Gemini thinks that vehicles is the best. Ah, he leaves. He leaves. Well, I guess we can try to get one more game and try to do a little better than that one. That Hangerback Walker art. Look up that card if you don't know what it does. Hangerback Walker. They have the art for it. It keeps popping up in this game. Man, if we had that card, such a fun card. I mean, it's fun when you have it. It's probably not fun for the opponent at all, but it's very fun when you have it. It would just add more craziness to the Thopters. The Thopter love. We got this bald dude with neat scar and an oversized earring, sporting the biggest gangsta pendant I've ever seen under that robe. He doesn't look like his arm looks. I'm trying to figure out his arms here. His hand looks really malnourished. It looks kind of skinny, but his shoulder looks humongous. I don't know what's going on with this dude. Pigwig Lemmy, what's up? What's your avatar up to? What's going on? He's got sleeves on his 80 cards, his 80 card deck, and we're running double Toolcraft. Pia. This is a weird hand because these enter the battlefield tapped. So we can go turn 2 Exemplar, turn 3 maybe Pia. I think we'll keep it it is a good amount of pressure, but I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work out. Salmon of Knowledge, CGB, do you know anyone who's ever worked at TCG Player? I'm interviewing with them next week. I'm not sure. I definitely don't have any current connects, so you should just assume the answer is no. I might know somebody who works there now, but I haven't kept up with who works there. So, yeah, just assume the answer is no. It's probably no. Good luck, though. Have a good interview. So, band colors so far, and no play. Do we play Pia? Yeah, I think we play Pia. We are in a bit of a weird spot, though, as our only artifact is this Copter token we're making. Pretty much trying to ride this Copter token and the bonus on the Toolcraft to a decent position. Plenty of artifacts in the deck to draw, though. Hopefully the top of our deck will be kind and stop feeding us lands we don't need. Alright, looking at 4 colors. 80 card Planeswalkers. 80 card Double Strike, maybe? Now I don't know what's going on, but I know I have no license to I do not have a license to kill, but I'm going to use it anyway. Die. And just look how quickly that life total gets depleted when you have cards like Unlicensed Disintegration in your deck. Opponent at 8, let's see what they can do. Pressure's on. Must have a relevant play. It is a Tireless Tracker. Well, that's a value play. And he gets a clue. Congratulations on your clue. That's the value play, but I don't know if that's gonna alleviate the pressure he's under. So much pressure, dig it. Alright. How best to slaughter? We could send in the Vent, but that would just deal 2 damage, whereas we can deal that 2 damage this way as well. So I'm gonna go this route. We also may not want to trade our Vent here. It's hard to say. I almost want to, but I'm fine with this. Alright, send an overlethal attack, so our opponent has to make a block. Let's see who they are most afraid of. Toolcraft. Well, now we've got Needle Spires ready to crack in and present lethal. We've got Avacyn ready to come down and mess things up. Brutal Expulsion. I mean, that does something. That's not what I expected, but it does something. Won't save him, though. I know how to use my manland. The purpose of manlands in this world is basically to get activated on the one crucial turn when they can swing in for lethal, or when all other resources have been completely exhausted. But manlands are a big part of the game. Fatal Push is needed for them. Alright, so another quick smashing from Mardu Mid-Vroom. Mid-Vroom. That was fun. I hope you had fun watching the Mardu mid-range-ish deck. I'm going to set that aside and grab another deck now. And yeah, stay tuned and you will see more in just a minute. I have to update the deck list section, which you guys if you're on a browser, if you scroll down, you should be able to see it. So that'll just take me a minute or two. What should I play next? Anybody care? Anybody got prefs? Hold on. Let's see. How do you do that poll thing? Nighthawk does polls. I don't know how to do polls. But I got a handful of decks. I got all kinds of things. Let's see. We've got the Improv. Is it Improv? Rakdos Eggs is on there. Like all the decks I basically made a video about yesterday. We've got regular Mardu vehicles. Doubt you want more vehicles. But there's Boros and Mardu regulars. There's the Jund Energy deck, Dimir Control, Izzy Control, Mad Red, fun stuff like that. Or if you want me to build something. Ah, Marcus wants the eggs. Strawpool.me, you say. Ah, yeah, that's the one. That's the one. So, Alright, poll going up. I'm going to keep it up for just a few minutes. I'm going to give it till, let's see, it's 127. I'll give it till 129. So, if you got a vote and you want to see me play something, I gave you 4 choices to choose from. Do I have a mill deck? I have an idea of what the mill deck would be, but I don't have one sitting in here right now, I don't think. Let's see. Do I have a mill deck in here somewhere? Is it control? Migraine monsters? No, I don't. I don't have one just sitting around. I'll have to make one sometime. Get your votes in. Tell me what you want to see. We got a tie right now. I think I'll just have the tie go to whichever deck is at the top. Hey, there's another vote. Thank you. Got about a minute to go. Yeah, there is a control list. I think I said it on a video I put up on YouTube yesterday, is that you could cut some of the creatures that aren't as good, like Baral and Jace, the really obvious targets for shocks and fatal pushes. You could cut those and put in Tutelage, and then you basically have a decent mill deck, I think. Junk energy? You mean Jund energy? Junk energy. Alright, we're putting an end to that. Looks like you get Rakdos eggs. That's what's on top. It's actually a tie, but I'm just gonna go with what's on top. Alright, I'm gonna do a... let's see. I'm gonna do a swift cut on the video and come right back, so just give me a minute.